Have you ever wondered about the strange limits of the human body? Stories of people overcoming unimaginable adversity, turning differences into symbols of strength. But wait, these are just stories based on public reports and media, not personally verified by us. We share them to spark inspiration and curiosity, but watch with caution. Do your own research to separate fact from unverified information. In this video, we'll explore the real journeys of resilient individuals, like the tree man with bark-like skin, the tallest man in the world who needs crutches to walk, or the actor who turned Marfan syndrome into a superpower to play monsters. If you're ready for fascinating perspectives without exaggeration, hit like, subscribe to the channel for more amazing stories, comment your thoughts below, and let's explore responsibly. Cláudio Vieira de Oliveira was born in 1976 in Brazil with a rare condition called arthrogryposis multiplex congenita, a disorder that causes severe joint contractures at birth. His body developed in an unusual way. His limbs were deformed, and his neck bent so far backward that his head rested upside down on his back. When Cláudio was born, doctors believed he would not survive more than 24 hours, and even advised his mother not to feed him. But she refused to give up on her son and raised him with determination and love. During his early years, Cláudio had to be carried everywhere. At the age of 8, he learned to move on his knees. His family adapted their home so he could live more independently. Despite his physical challenges, Cláudio attended school, graduated from university, and became an accountant. He types on a computer using a pen held in his mouth and manages many daily tasks on his own. Later, Cláudio became a motivational speaker and author, sharing his life story around the world. He often says that even if the world looks upside down, a person can still live a meaningful life with courage and perseverance. The greatest limitation is not the body, but the mindset. When we refuse to give up, even the impossible can become possible. The story of Yu Zhenhuan is a beautiful testament to how what seems like a flaw can be transformed into a unique signature on the path to success. Born in 1977 in Anshan, Liaoning, Yu Zhenhuan entered the world as a completely normal child. However, at the age of 2, an extremely rare genetic condition began to emerge, causing uncontrollable and excessive hair growth. Over time, thick black hair naturally covered up to 96% of his body, an exceptionally rare case in medical history. This striking difference made Yu Zhenhuan's childhood anything but easy. He endured curious stares, teasing, and invisible psychological barriers that once made him want to withdraw from the world. Yet the most remarkable part of his journey is how he refused to see himself as a victim of fate. Instead of hiding, he chose to stand up and turn his difference into strength. His deep love for art, especially music, became the lifeline that restored his confidence. Yu devoted himself to learning the guitar, pursued a musical career, and eventually became a passionate rock singer who set the stage on fire with his performances. In 2002, his name gained worldwide recognition when he was officially honored by Guinness World Records. Looking back at his then and now journey, fans see not only a talented artist, but a resilient warrior. Despite undergoing certain medical procedures, most notably surgery to remove hair from his ears to protect his hearing, Yu Zhenhuan has always maintained an extraordinary sense of optimism. He expanded into acting, appeared confidently on television shows, and used his own story to inspire those facing hardship. Yu Zhenhuan has shown the world that true charm and value are not defined by conventional appearances, but shine from inner confidence, and an unbreakable passion for life. Nick Vujicic was born in 1982 in Melbourne, Australia, with a rare genetic condition called tetra amelia syndrome, which caused him to be born without both arms and both legs. Growing up, Nick struggled with loneliness, bullying, and deep questions about why his life was so different. At one point in his childhood, he experienced severe despair because he felt he had no place in the world. With the support of his family and his faith, Nick gradually changed the way he saw himself. He learned how to do many daily tasks independently, typing on a computer, writing using his small foot, swimming, and even participating in sports. Over time, he realized that his life story could inspire others who were facing their own struggles. As an adult, Nick became a world-renowned motivational speaker, traveling to dozens of countries to share messages about resilience, purpose, and hope. Through his organization Life Without Limbs, he has encouraged millions of people to overcome fear, depression, and self-doubt. Your greatest limitation is not your body. It's the way you see yourself. When you change your mindset, even the hardest challenges can become a source of strength. Please like and subscribe to learn how to turn adversity into strength through self-belief. Paul Karason, born on November 14, 1950, in Alameda County, California, grew up as a fair-skinned boy with freckles and reddish-blonde hair. In the early 1990s, facing health issues like sinus problems, dermatitis, acid reflux, and arthritis, he discovered an ad in a New Age magazine promoting colloidal silver as a remedy. Intrigued, he bought a device to make it at home and began drinking about 10 ounces daily, dissolved in water, while also applying a silver preparation to his skin. At first, Paul noticed improvements. He credited the silver with curing his acid reflux and easing his arthritis, allowing him to move freely again. "There's not the slightest doubt in my mind," he said in a 2008 interview, attributing his relief entirely to it. However, around 1998, friends pointed out his changing skin tone. The silver ions had built up in his tissues, causing argyria, a permanent condition that turned his skin a deep blue-gray. Despite this, Paul continued using colloidal silver, believing its benefits outweighed the risks, though he later admitted the topical application likely accelerated the discoloration. In 2008, at age 57, Paul gained national attention after appearing on The Today Show, where host Matt Lauer interviewed him about his striking appearance. He also featured on The Oprah Winfrey Show, discussing how he had become reclusive, moving from Oregon to Madera, California for acceptance. Nicknamed Papa Smurf due to his blue skin, white beard, and hair, he took it in stride, especially when children said it but disliked it from adults. "I've gotten kind of used to it," he told Lauer, showing resilience amid stares and health struggles, including heart problems from heavy smoking. By 2012, Paul faced hardships, losing his home due to prostate cancer and heart issues, eventually moving to a shelter in Bellingham, Washington. He underwent triple bypass surgery in 2008, but kept smoking and using silver until the end. On September 23, 2013, at 62, he died in a Washington hospital after a heart attack, pneumonia, and a severe stroke. In his interviews, Paul shared a key lesson. While he stood by colloidal silver's help for his ailments and had no regrets, he urged caution, noting that self-medicating without medical guidance can lead to irreversible consequences like argyria. His story highlights the importance of consulting professionals before trying unproven treatments, as the FDA banned colloidal silver in over-the-counter drugs in 1999 due to such risks. Dede Kozwara, a carpenter from West Java, Indonesia, led a normal life until a small cut on his knee at age 15 triggered a nightmare. He suffered from an extremely rare genetic condition called epidermodysplasia virusiformis, EV. This immune deficiency left his body unable to fight human papillomavirus, HPV, infections, causing massive, bark-like cutaneous horns to erupt across his limbs. The condition stripped Dede of his livelihood and his family, as his wife eventually left him. To support his children, he was forced to perform in traveling freak shows, enduring public stares for survival. In 2007, his story gained international attention. Medical experts performed multiple surgeries to remove kilograms of the growths, briefly allowing him to hold a phone and walk again. Despite these efforts, the growths returned due to his incurable genetic makeup. Dede passed away in 2016 from health complications, yet his story remains a powerful symbol of endurance. Dede's journey is a profound reminder of the human spirit's strength and the importance of empathy. It teaches us to look beyond physical appearances and medical conditions to see the person within. His life highlights the vital need for medical research and social compassion, showing that even in the face of unimaginable hardship, dignity lies in the courage to keep fighting. We must treat those with disabilities not with fear, but with the support and understanding they deserve. Godfrey Baguma was born on May 16, 1973, in Kayazanga Town Council, Luengo District, Uganda. From birth, he suffered from fibrodysplasia ossificans progressiva, FOP, a rare medical condition that causes abnormal bone growth outside the skeleton, leading to severe deformities in his face and skull, restricted movement, and ongoing pain. His mother abandoned him as a child, claiming he didn't look normal, but his grandmother raised him with love and support. Despite facing constant bullying, denial of education, and job opportunities due to his appearance, Godfrey taught himself to sing, play instruments, and use comedy as a shield against discrimination. In 2002, he hesitantly entered a local Mr. Ugly contest and won, earning prize money and the media moniker Uganda's Ugliest Man. This unexpected fame, though controversial, propelled him into the spotlight. Adopting the stage name Sebabi, he pursued a career as a shoemaker, comedian, and singer of African pop music. His songs, often about personal struggles and triumph, have racked up millions of views on YouTube. Western viewers learned about him through documentaries like the 2016 Body Bazaar episode, which delved into his daily life, health challenges, and surprising music success. On a personal level, Godfrey has found love multiple times. His first marriage ended in divorce after his wife's infidelity, resulting in 2 children. In 2013, he married Kate Namanda, with whom he has 6 children. In 2020, he wed his 3rd wife in a grand ceremony, proving that appearance doesn't define one's ability to build a family. Now in his 50s, he continues performing across Uganda, advocating for FOP awareness and acceptance of people with disabilities. Through his journey, Godfrey shares a powerful lesson. True beauty lies in self-acceptance and resilience. He emphasizes using humor to combat prejudice, inspiring others that talent and determination can overcome societal judgments and physical limitations. Gary Turner, an Englishman recognized worldwide, holds the Guinness World Record for the stretchiest skin on Earth. He gained global fame for his ability to pull the skin on his stomach more than 6 inches, 15.8 centimeters, away from his body. The visual of Gary stretching his facial or neck skin creates a surreal effect that triggers intense curiosity. However, this is not a magic trick or a superpower. It is the reality of living with Ehlers-Danlos syndrome, EDS. EDS is a rare genetic connective tissue disorder where the collagen, the glue that holds our skin and organs together, is fundamentally defective. In Gary's case, his skin is as elastic as rubber but also incredibly fragile. While his unique appearance fascinated millions through performances with the Circus of Horrors, his daily life involves managing chronic joint pain and the risk of bruising from the slightest contact. Gary does not just perform. He lives with a condition that requires immense physical and mental resilience. Gary Turner's journey is a profound lesson in self-acceptance and resilience. Instead of allowing a rare medical disorder to limit his life, he chose to embrace his uniqueness and transform it into a world-renowned identity. His story reminds us that what makes us different can also be our greatest strength. It teaches us to look beyond physical appearances with empathy and respect, acknowledging that everyone carries their own invisible struggles. True courage lies in facing our vulnerabilities and turning them into a source of inspiration for others. Please like and subscribe to continue following the inspiring story of Gary Turner. Tom Staniford is a British cyclist whose life story has surprised many people around the world. He lives with an extremely rare genetic condition known as MDP syndrome, mandibular hypoplasia, deafness, progeroid features. Only a handful of cases have been documented worldwide. The condition prevents his body from storing fat under the skin, giving him a very thin appearance that can make him look almost skeletal. It can also affect hearing and certain physical features. Despite this unusual condition, Tom developed remarkable endurance and muscular strength. From a young age, he discovered a passion for cycling and refused to let his condition define his limits. Over time, he trained seriously and went on to compete as a competitive cyclist in the United Kingdom, participating in long-distance races and achieving success in elite paracycling competitions. Beyond racing, Tom has shared his story publicly to raise awareness about rare diseases and to encourage people who feel different because of their bodies. A person's appearance does not determine their ability or potential. With determination and passion, even the most unlikely body can achieve extraordinary things. Muhammad Kaleem, a young boy from a remote village in India, faced an extraordinary battle from the moment he was born. He suffered from macrodactyly, a rare condition of localized gigantism that caused the soft tissues and bones in his hands to grow at an uncontrollable rate. By the age of 8, his hands had grown to a staggering size, weighing 8 kilograms, approximately 17 pounds, each. This physical burden made everyday tasks, such as eating or dressing himself, an impossible challenge. Beyond the physical strain, Kaleem endured deep social isolation. He was barred from attending school because other children were frightened of him, and some superstitious villagers even labeled him cursed. His life took a dramatic turn when his story was featured by international media outlets like Truly, catching the attention of leading medical specialists. Kaleem underwent several complex reconstructive surgeries to reduce the mass of his hands and reshape the bone structure. Although his hands may never be a standard size, these surgeries gave him a second chance at a functional and independent life. Khalim's journey is a powerful testament to how medical science can triumph over superstition and prejudice. It teaches us that physical differences should never be a reason for exclusion or fear. His story urges us to replace judgment with compassion and understanding, reminding us that every individual, regardless of their physical challenges, deserves to be treated with dignity and given the opportunity to belong to a community. Javier Botet was born on July 30, 1977, in Ciudad Real, Spain. Diagnosed with Marfan syndrome at age 5, the genetic disorder caused him to grow unusually tall, standing at 6 feet 7 inches, about 2 meters, with a slender frame, elongated fingers, and hyper-flexible joints. As a child, he faced bullying and taunts about his appearance, but he embraced his unique physique early on, using his flexibility to perform eerie tricks that entertained his friends. "I have a disease called Marfan syndrome," he explained in a 2019 BBC interview. "It makes people skinnier, taller, and very flexible. So I was all my life doing weird, creepy movement." Botet's acting career began in 2005 with a role in Beneath Still Waters, but his breakthrough came in 2013's Mama, where he portrayed the ghostly title character using his natural contortions without heavy CGI. This led to a string of Hollywood monster roles: the Crooked Man in The Conjuring 2, 2016, the Hobo Leper in It, 2017, Set in The Mummy, 2017, a xenomorph in Alien Covenant, 2017, Slender Man in Slender Man, 2018, and Dracula in The Last Voyage of the Demeter, 2023. American audiences are particularly fascinated by behind-the-scenes videos showcasing how he transforms his body into terrifying creatures, relying on practical effects and his innate abilities rather than computer-generated imagery. Despite early hardships, including social isolation, Botet has turned his condition into an asset, carving out a niche in horror cinema. He continues to work in films, TV, and even writing, proving resilient against adversity. Botet's story imparts a profound lesson: embrace your differences and turn them into strengths. As he shared, his syndrome became his acting superpower, encouraging others to view challenges as opportunities for unique success and self-acceptance. Sultan Kosin was born in 1982 in Turkey and is recognized as the tallest living man in the world, standing about 2.51 meters, 8 feet 2.8 inches tall. His record has been officially verified by Guinness World Records. Sultan's extraordinary height is caused by a rare medical condition known as pituitary gigantism, in which the pituitary gland produces excessive growth hormone over time. Living at such an unusual height has brought many challenges. Everyday tasks, such as finding clothes, shoes, or even a bed large enough, can be difficult. Because of the pressure his height places on his joints and bones, Sultan has often needed crutches to walk comfortably. Despite these obstacles, Sultan has remained positive. After gaining worldwide recognition, he traveled internationally, meeting people and sharing his unique story. Many videos showing him next to ordinary objects, doors, cars, or furniture, often amaze viewers because the size difference is so striking. Being different is not something to hide. When embraced with confidence, our differences can inspire curiosity, understanding, and respect in others. Rolf Buchholz was born in 1960 in Germany. He studied computer science and works in information technology for a telecommunications company. In late 1999, at age 40, Rolf got his first tattoo and piercing simply because he liked them and found the process fun. This ignited a passion for body modifications as a way to express himself and experiment with his body as a canvas. Please like and subscribe to explore the passionate journey of Rolf Buchholz, who transformed his body into a work of art and expressed himself through bold decisions. Over 2 decades, he accumulated 516 modifications, earning the Guinness World Record for most body modifications, male, in 2012. These include 481 piercings, 278 on his genitals, 35 subdermal silicone implants, such as horn-shaped ones on his forehead, magnetic implants in his right fingertips, a split tongue, black-inked sclera eyes, and tattoos covering about 90% of his skin. He also practices body suspension. In 2010, he set the record for most piercings, male. Facing societal backlash, some call him the devil, Rolf remains resilient. "A lot of people think I'm the devil, but I don't believe in the devil," he says. He stresses that changes are superficial. "My body modifications changed everything of my outside, but they didn't change me. I'm the same person." Driven by personal joy, not fame, Rolf continues adding alterations. "I didn't do it for the record. I did the modifications for me," he explains. Rolf's story offers a key lesson. Embrace self-expression by pursuing what you desire, regardless of norms. "If I want something, I do it," he shares, inspiring others to view challenges as opportunities for individuality and to prioritize inner authenticity over external judgments. Sajjad Gharibi was born on December 19, 1991, in Avaz, Iran. He earned a Bachelor of Commerce from Azad University in Bushehr, where he lives. Starting powerlifting at age 15, he dreamed of becoming the biggest bodybuilder. By 2016, his Instagram exploded with photos of his hulking physique and strength feats like crushing watermelons and bending pans, earning him the nickname Iranian Hulk or Persian Hercules. Early claims pegged him at 6 feet 2 inches and 385 pounds, leading to viral fame. That year, he volunteered to fight ISIS in Syria, declaring, "I'm a defender of my country first. I want to thank General Qasem Soleimani and all the soldiers who lost their lives in Syria. They are my heroes." However, American fitness communities and media debunked many images as photoshopped or cleverly angled to exaggerate his proportions. In truth, Gharibi stands 5 feet 10 inches and weighs about 265 pounds. Impressive, but not superhuman. He denied using steroids or chemicals, stating on Iranian TV, "I am ready to do a blood test to prove that I have never used steroids." In 2019, he accepted MMA challenges from UFC's Brian Ortega and Brazilian Hulk Romário dos Santos Alves. A 2022 boxing bout with Martin Ford was canceled after a face-off revealed his real size. Ford expressed concerns over misleading promotions. Gharibi debuted against Kazakh titan Jumanov, losing by TKO in under 2 minutes. Afterward, he admitted, "I have nothing to say, but I am ashamed. I apologize to the Iranian people." He cleared fake content from social media, lost followers, and now has a modest online presence affirming, "I'm real." Despite setbacks, he trains on. Gharibi's journey teaches a vital lesson. Authenticity builds true strength. Through his apologies and insistence on reality, he urges others to pursue goals with honesty and hard work, avoiding deceptions that lead to downfall. Born in the Loreto region of Mexico, Jesus Aceves lives with congenital hypertrichosis, a rare genetic condition that causes excessive hair growth across the entire face. Notably, this trait has been passed down through multiple generations in his family. From a very young age, Jesus and his relatives were forced to endure prejudice and constant scrutiny, creating enormous barriers to securing an ordinary job and living a normal life. To support his family and make a living, Jesus had no choice but to join traveling circuses, performing around the world. Although this work provided a stable income, deep inside he longed for a simple life, one in which he and his family could be treated fairly, just like everyone else. A major turning point came when Jesus bravely stepped into the spotlight through an international documentary film. By openly sharing the hidden struggles of his life, he aimed to stand up for his children who carry the same genetic condition. The image of a devoted father fighting against prejudice touched the hearts of millions, delivering a powerful message about compassion, dignity, and the fundamental right to live equally in society. These incredible stories remind us that the human spirit can overcome any extraordinary challenge, turning differences into a source of strength and inspiration. If this video sparked your curiosity or motivated you, please like the video, subscribe to the channel for more exciting content, comment with your favorite story or ideas for the next video, and hit the notification bell so you don't miss any updates. Thank you for watching responsibly. See you in the next video.